सर्वविद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यो नमो महद्भ्यः नमस्कारं to one and all. Namaste. Your own rhetoric Indian Raghav meeting you after a very long time. I think it has been almost a year since I put out a video on my channel. As somebody or some of you may know, I have been quite busy with a lot of other things like Meru Seidigal YouTube channel and then with certain other organizations that I have been involved with. And I have to put out this video right now because there is a lot of commotion going on in that end from Nithyananda's side. So for our cult survivors community and for our a group of people who are actually looking to bring Nithyananda down because of the monster that he is, I just wanted to give an update on what is happening and what is the information that I have on this. So first of all, now he is calling for people to come to Australia, from where he is promising them to take them to Kailasha via flight. So this is what he is promising right now, simply put. And where is he going to take them? That is the next question. There is a country island called Vanuatu, which is between US and Australia, some 500-600 nautical miles away from both of the places. And that is where he is trying to take them. And that is where they will be going, if at all somebody is going, according to his instruction. Now, why does he want to do it? That is because we need to understand that he is currently a criminal who is having a blue corner notice from Interpol. Because of the corona, it did not convert into a red corner notice. But if the corona was not there, he would already been a red corner criminal according to the Interpol. And that is going to happen once the corona subsides a little bit. So when this particular notice has already been issued, he is a criminal who's being sought by Interpol. There is no doubt about it. And this criminal right now has only one way to escape from persecution, that is by having a diplomat visa. That is, he should be a diplomat. In other words, he should be representing some country as that country's ambassador or in an equivalent diplomatic position. So that is the only way in which he will be able to escape persecution at this point of time. This is the last resort available for him. So this is the reason why he tried to form a country on his own, and he tried to claim that he is the leader of the country, and some other ridiculous claims that we made, which we already know, like Pope of Hinduism and all that nonsense. So he tried to get this diplomatic immunity previously with his own country, but there is absolutely no possibility that a new country could be formed without it being recognized as a sovereign state by another country, and then at least 51 countries have to vouch for it in UN. This process is not going to happen for Kailasha. You know who is Rhetoric Indian, so I don't think any Nithyananda disciples will be watching this video. If at all any fools are watching it right now, I dare to call you fools, are watching it right now, please know this Kailasha is not going to happen. Let me make that very clear. Whatever else you have been brainwashed. So the other way around, what is the other possibility here? The other possibility is that you have to go to a country and represent that country as a diplomat, get diplomatic immunity through that country. That is what he is trying to do. And that is what Ranjita tried last year during March or April, I don't remember, February, March, before Corona, at that point of time, 2020, there was a talk going on that there is a place in Nepal-India border wherein they are acquiring an ashram, and all people have been requested to come there, to assemble there. This email and this WhatsApp message, this went to many disciples and ex-disciples. And the biggest irony is that these people, especially the IT team of Nithi, are absolute idiots, because I don't know where they got this email from. Actually, askrhetoricindian@gmail.com is in their mailing list, and I am getting emails for attending their programs. I am getting promotional emails for attending their programs to askrhetoricindian@gmail.com. I don't know if somebody included my email there out of spite against Nithyananda, or they are such idiots that any mail forwarding list, any list, anywhere they are capturing something related to Nithi, they are going to take that up. I don't know how that worked, but this is the state of the IT department there. So like this, email was sent to many people, including those who have already exited the cult, probably they did not know, or the top management team never updates that list in order to keep them guessing. That is, let us say there are 1 lakh or 2 lakh people in one particular mailing list, and at least 80 or 90,000 of them are no more interested in attending the programs, they have come out. Okay, now they will never update this email list because they want to show to those who are sending the emails that 1 lakh or 2 lakh people are still existing in our organization. So because of this, so many people who have already come out and who are already associated with the culture of our community, they got the emails and messages during last year, and they still continue to get the messages during this year as well. So if any of Nithyananda's disciples are watching, current disciples are watching, please purge your email list. Please check who is already come out and remove it, because your information is coming out as evidence to us. I'm giving you tips right now. I'm helping you here. I'm a very kind-hearted person, so I'm helping you here. So what happens essentially is, this email was sent out for people to come and assemble near Nepal, and then that was totally dropped because Nepal was not interested in this deal. That attempt failed. It was an utter failure. Over. Now, after that, they tried doing something with Mauritius, and then they tried doing something with Guadeloupe, and then the Belize. All of this failed, and the current target is Vanuatu. So for this purpose, what he is trying to do is, he is promising investors to Vanuatu. He is saying that I have so many billionaires behind me, so many millionaires behind me. If I say one word, they will come and they will start investing in your country. I can bring this investment for you. This is the promise that he is making. But there is only one problem here. That is, you have to have a market in a country in order to invest in that country. You have to have a scope for a business in a country in order to invest in a country. So, if foreign investments is what Nithyananda is promising Vanuatu, those officials, the government, the administration will know very well what is the capacity of investment that they can take and what are they going to do with it. So it is not like simply giving money to an individual. Giving money to a country is a complicated business, and I always have known that Nithyananda and those around him are utter first-rate idiots. There is no doubt about it. And this idiocy is not because they are illiterates, or it is not because they don't have the mental capability. No, many great minds are there with him. But problem is, they are having overinflated egos, which gives no room for opposite argument, which gives no room for failure. Nithyananda and those around him have an absolute ego beyond human proportions, which is always telling them, well, you cannot fail. There is no room for error in any thought that comes in your mind. This is the mindset that they are having. And because of this mindset, what is happening essentially is, the whole show is being taken forward. Right from the moment he left India, the whole show is being taken forward with the thought that there could be no error in this plan. When that plan fails, well, immediately that failure is totally forgotten. It is completely gone out of their minds. The moment it fails, it is gone. No, we did not do that. Then again, second plan, same confidence. So this level of confidence is not a good thing. It is a psychotic disorder. I am saying this very openly. This is some sort of a disorder, some sort of megalomania, where you think you have unlimited success with no room for errors. If you are thinking this, then you are thinking yourself a god, which is what he is saying, and which is what he is saying others are. And that sort of an ego pandering has led to this pathetic situation wherein he is a fellow who has gone out of India, the country where he is born and brought up, where he made his life, where he made his money. He has gone out of it. On top of that, out of the same arrogance, he has spoken against the Indian government, he has spoken against the ruling prime minister, and he has spoken against the organization for Hindus in India, which is RSS, in front of the United Nations Human Rights Committee. Written evidence, document evidence is there for this, and I have already spoken about it on a large scale. 10 years of Hindu Holocaust document published by Nithyananda. I have already spoken about this in my video series. Now, my question is very simple. There are two people in India who have gone and done these negotiations with Vanuatu on behalf of Nithyananda, from what I have heard. One person's name is Moksha Priya and another person's name is Kailasha Jnana. Both of these people are working or were working in IT companies before they got associated with Nithyananda, huge big name IT companies, and they are currently they are the persons who negotiated with Vanuatu. Now, if Indian government or if Bangalore government or CBCID or police, whoever is taking care of this case, CBI, whoever is taking care of this case, if they are looking at their passports, they will understand that they are moving in association with Nithyananda. So if they call them for an inquiry, certain truths will come out as to what is exactly happening right now, where is he located. So I really do not know. Rhetoric Indian, here sitting here in Chennai, okay, a person who absolutely has no knowledge other than what he hears from the cult survivor community. If I am able to say this, the Indian government, police, CBI, with all the information, with all the channels open, with so much of infrastructure and so much of ability, they must know this information, and I hope they soon take action on this information. If this action is taken, we will be able to find out. And then the next point is the current passport drive that he is doing. Why is he doing that? That is the second question. He is doing this passport drive because he has to show that he has citizens who can come into Vanuatu when he is being represented. Now, I am an individual. My name is Raghav, right? So what I am doing is I am going to one particular country and I am saying there are a group of people with me, close to lakhs and lakhs of people, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, whatever count of people with me who wants to immigrate to your country, and they want me to represent them in your parliament or in your government as a diplomat. So this is exactly what Nithyananda has told there. Now, where are these 40 lakh, 50 lakh people? What proof do you have for that? That is the next question. Last August, during the Vinayakar Chaturthi time, he started one thing, saying you can apply for e-passport. For which one? For the classes. Essentially, it was for the classes. You can apply for e-passport for Kailasha. This is what he said. Now, when we go to that e-passport application, to that website, we can clearly see that the form that is being given as the e-passport form was the form for attending the inner awakening class. Whatever name he had at that time, Sadashivoham or whatever nonsense that he named it at that time, Paramashivatva, whatever, level 2, level 3, whatever, I don't know, it has gone till 15, 16 levels right now. And I think 40, 50 people are attending pathetically every time. Okay, so the stupidity of people is seriously astounding. So the whole process is that he actually tried to collect details about people in order to market his classes in the name of e-passport. Now, that same e-passport data is being used as a statement that these many people will come to live in Vanuatu. I think 4 or 5,000 people could have applied. That should be the real number. He has just added 2 or 3 zeros after that, and he has stated that number there. Now, let me ask a question to anybody who has applied to those e-passports. You can attend classes online, you can register. If you want to waste your money, that is your own decision, and that is your own money, nobody can question you. Your own hard-earned money, if you are going to throw it down the shitter, it is up to you. Nobody is going to question you. But if you are going to migrate to Kailasha or Vanuatu, can you afford to do it at this point of time? That is the question that I am putting forward for anybody who has applied. If you are saying, yes, I can afford to do that. Now, the existing situation of Nithyananda is that he is trying to get the diplomat visa. He is trying to get the diplomatic immunity for the purpose of escaping his crimes, for the purpose of escaping persecution from Interpol. He is a criminal who is trying to escape from Interpol, and his means of escape is that particular diplomat visa. And this diplomat visa, you are all the whoever is going to go there and whoever is trying to apply, these people are the scapegoats for that. Tomorrow, if he gets diplomatic immunity because of your efforts and because you are supporting him, you are doing everything, he is applying for diplomatic immunity, they are giving him diplomatic immunity. Now, You cannot give diploma, you can give asylum, that's a different scenario. You can give asylum if the crimes that he has done is not a crime within your country. Let us say, for example, it is a crime to, let us say, kill one particular endangered species here in India. Okay, and somebody has killed that endangered species and they are being persecuted. Now, if they go to some other country, where that species is not endangered, then that country can give asylum. Because it is not a crime in our land, he is asked asylum with us, so we cannot persecute him here because of that crime. That is the logic. Now the same logic applied during the Indian independence struggle, when there are many leaders who went to various territories, French territory, Dutch territory, because the sedition law which applied in the English colony does not apply in the French colony. Well, you have done something against the British rule, so the British territory, you are a criminal. Now the French government is different, the French monarch is different, and so far as you have not committed a crime of sedition against that particular government, so far as you are not trying to liberate the French territory, you can take asylum there, because that is not a crime under our law. This is how diplomatic immunity and asylum works essentially. Now the crimes that he has committed is a crime anywhere in the world. If it is proven, it is a crime anywhere in the world. So tomorrow, if that crime is proven, if that crime is already proven, it is just the action remains to be taken. So if that comes to front, that comes afore, what will happen? His diplomatic immunity will also not help him. That is the reality now. So with the diplomatic immunity, he can simply extend his period of free existence. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. But his free existence will come to an end. And when his free existence comes to an end, what is going to happen to the people who have migrated because of him? That is my question. So you need to understand, he has already spoiled n number of lives. He has already spoiled the livelihoods of thousands of people. Thousands of crores, lakhs and lakhs of people have lost their money. Thousands upon thousands of people have lost their family. And thousands upon thousands of people have lost their livelihood. They have literally come and they have stood on the street right now. They are standing on the streets right now, and somehow they are trying to pick up their lost life financially, emotionally, and also socially. They are trying to pick up the pieces. You can look into the cult survivor community. Each person who has lost money to Nithyananda and who has come out as a cult survivor, their biggest struggle is to make the ends meet, at least for the first 2 to 3 years. They have nothing to fall back on. Okay, this itself is the most inhumane thing that you can do to somebody, sucking them to their core. Beyond this, now you are taking away their very birthright, their very existence in the world. What is your existence in the world? My existence in this world is that I am an Indian, I have an Indian Aadhaar card, and I have an Indian driving license. That is my existence. I have an Indian passport. That is my existence. He lost this existence voluntarily. He said, I don't want an Indian passport. He ran away from India because he was covered, and he was not able to face the crimes that he has committed here. He was not able to face the law of India, so he has ran away. Now he is asking the others who believe in him to run away similarly to a place which has absolutely no guarantee of a citizenship for you. That is the next level of despicable behavior that Nithyananda is going to. Every time one new announcement comes from his mouth, one new plan comes from his mouth, it is more stupid than the previous plan, it is more dangerous than the previous plan, and it creates more and more damage to people than the previous plan. So he is going down a spiral. He is going in a downward spiral towards more and more dangerous objectives. And that is exactly what is happening to people who are around him as well. Do not get sucked into this spiral. If any Nithyananda cult people are listening to this, his disciples are listening to this, understand this. He is not a yogi. He is not a saint. He is not an enlightened being. Currently, he is a sought out criminal. He is a criminal who is being sought out by the Interpol. So, Keep this in mind. And for the cult survivors, all of these games has to come to an end. One way or the other, it will come to an end. It may take a little bit of time, maybe our bad time or his good time, whatever, this corona came. Otherwise, things would have already have come to an end. But nothing is going to go without result. Actions are being taken, tasks are being done in order to ensure that he does not go scot-free, and he will be brought before the law. This is what I can guess from what I am hearing from the cult survivors community. So this is the information and this is the idea and thought that I have on this particular issue. Thank you for listening to me. I may be very sporadic in posting videos. I apologize for that because I'm tied up with a lot of other things. And again and again, the same nonsense is happening from that end. Nothing new. He is already at the end. He is already at the world's end right now. There is nowhere to go for him. So he is just trying to repackage the same bullshit again and again. So whatever bullshit he has packaged so far, I have already debunked that in my previous videos. More than 200 videos. I do not know. I didn't count. You can go and watch them if you want to. And please do subscribe to my channel. And if there are any new cult survivors who have come out, old cult survivors who know me, please send my videos to them, so that even if they are having lingering doubts in their mind about one thing or the other, how did this happen, how did that happen, they can get clarity from a very logical perspective. That I can say with legitimate pride I have done in my videos. Thank you. Namaskar.